Lecture is based on isomerism and polymerism. Let's talk about the difference between it and definition of it. First of all, if we talk about the definition of the isomerism. So basically isomerism is the formula in which more than one compound or a compound can have different chemical structures, or we can say that identical chemical formula. We can also understand it by an example. Just suppose that this is a compound. So here we have different structure of it. How? Because we have just saying its structure, geometrical structure, but chemical properties are same. So here the chemical formula will stay same, but geometrical structure will be changed. It is the same one, the same green ones, the same white one, but the thing is that there is a change in the structure. Let's talk about this in detail. So basically, if we talk about isomerism is something that means that means same, and merism, as we all know, what does it mean? So here, if we talk about the isomerism, that means same in structures, same in each and everything. But in upcoming, we'll talk about the polymerism. Poly basically explains itself. Poly means different. So here in isomerism, there is a phenomena in which a single structure, just suppose that we have NaCl. Now just suppose that we have two NaCls. So what about the structure? Both of the structure would be same. It depends on the ratio. Like it should be in the 1:1. So it will be in the cubic form. If we talk about the NO3, so its ratio is 1, 1 and then 3. So it will be always in the rhombic form. So basically isomerism depends upon the ratios. It doesn't depend upon the geometry, but still if we talk about a single structure of it, or we talk about the whole compound, there would be a single condition of the ratio. As it is, if we talk about the ratio 1, 1, 4, so it will be also orthorhombic. So here are some conditions of the isomerism. So there are conditions of the ratios. It depends upon the ratio. If we talk about a single mole or single particle of the NaCl, it will be cubic. If we talk about the whole particle, so it will be cubic. There is condition that it will always be cubic. That's why it is called isomerism. If we talk about the polymerism, so basically polymerism is just opposed the isomerism. Its definition would be something like a single polymer molecule may consist of hundreds to millions of monomers and may have linear branched or network structure. Let's understand it by an example. In this condition, in the polymerism, there would be different structures shown by a single compound. We can simply learn it by a definition that states that it is a formula in which a crystal having more than one crystalline structure. Like just suppose that here structure will be different and here structure will be different. So if we talk about the whole structure, there would be a totally different output. Just suppose that we have a compound CaCO3. Now here the ratio is 1, 1 and 3. Now here as I told you that the condition should be that it should be in a rhombic form. But still, if we talk about its structures, it produces two structures. Or we can say that by CaCO3 there are two structures that are formed. First one is calcite and second one is aragonite. Now here is the difference. How? We know that the isomerism, if there is a condition of the ratio, so it should show all the particles in the rhombic form. Whether it is calcite, whether it is aragonite, it should states as the rhombic form. But here is the difference. Because if we talk about the calcite, it produces trigonal structure. And if we talk about the aragonite, so it produces orthogonic structure. Now here there is no ratio between it. So why it is providing that? Because it is polymerism. Here is the condition. Here you can understand that what is actually polymerism. Here we know that we can say that a single compound is producing two different structures. So here we will say that it is a polymerism because it produces more than one structure. A single crystalline produces more than single structure. And if we talk about its word meaning, so here the poly means different. You can learn it by its naming that poly means different and iso means same. So that was all about today's structure or today's lecture. Thank you so much.